Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will cover the topic of familial adenomatous polyposis. Familial adenomatous polyposis or FAP is an autosomal dominant disorder. In this condition, the patient develops numerous colorectal adenomas. Mostly it occurs in teenagers. Familial adenomatous polyposis occurs due to mutation in a gene called APC gene or adenomatous polyposis coli gene. This gene is present on chromosome number 5. A person who is suffering from familial adenomatous polyposis develop numerous colorectal adenomas. These colorectal adenomas are greater than 10 in number. Morphologically, when we see these colorectal adenomas, then they are same as that of normal colonic adenomas. But the only difference is the number. That in case of familial adenomatous polyposis, the number of colorectal polyps are greater than 100. When we look at the morphology, then here this is the gross appearance of colorectal adenomatous polyp, and this is the histological presentation. We see that this is similar to that of the colonic adenomas, but the only difference is that there are multiple polyps. There are multiple adenomatous polyp. Here we can see one adenomatous polyp, then this is the second one, and this is the third one. And other histological features are the same. We can see that this is the stalk, or because it is a pedunculated polyp, this is the stalk which consists of fibromuscular core, and then we have these are the crypts, and these crypts are taking the shape of glands or tubules. So this is the histological presentation of tubular adenomas. These are the 3 tubular adenomas. This is the gross appearance, and this we can see that this is the colon, and on the mucosa of the colon multiple polyps are present. There are hundreds of polyps. So this is the gross picture of familial adenomatous polyposis disease. Similarly, here we can see multiple polyps. These are the polyps which are overlying the mucosa of the colon. And this is again the histological appearance. It is showing a single polyp. It is a tubular adenoma, and we can see the tubular appearance or glandular appearance of the crypts. Now, a person who is suffering from familial adenomatous polyposis not only develop multiple polyps in the colon, but if these polyps are not treated, then he can develop adenocarcinoma of the colon. If these polyps are not treated and if there is no colectomy, then there are 100% chances that such a person will develop adenocarcinoma by the age of 30 to 50. A person who has mutations in APC gene not only develop adenocarcinoma or multiple polyps, but there are also chances of extraintestinal cancers. For example, the person can develop cancer of the ampulla of Vater. Ampulla of Vater is also known as hepatopancreatic duct, and such a person can also develop cancers of the stomach. Moreover, there are also other extraintestinal manifestations, including congenital hypertrophy of the retinal pigmented epithelium, and there are certain other clinical manifestations. The familial adenomatous polyposis and APC mutations are also associated with certain other variants of familial adenomatous polyposis disease. These variants include certain syndromes. For example, we have Gardner syndrome, we have Turcot syndrome, and we have Cowden syndrome. These are the 3 syndromes which are associated with familial adenomatous polyposis. Now, first of all, we will discuss about the Cowden syndrome. Cowden syndrome is also known as multiple hematoma syndrome. It is an autosomal dominant disease. The person who is suffering from Cowden syndrome develop multiple hematomas, and there is also increased risk of other cancers, for example breast cancer, thyroid cancer, uterine cancer, and other extraintestinal cancers. Cowden syndrome occurs due to mutation in a gene called PTEN gene, which is present on chromosome number 10. We can remember Cowden syndrome by imagining 10 cows present in a den. We can imagine 10 cows present in a den, cow den, cow den syndrome. And why we say that there are 10 cows? Because this disease occurs due to mutation on chromosome number 10 in a gene called P10 gene. So we can remember Cowden syndrome by remembering 10 cows present in a den. Next syndrome is Gardner syndrome. Gardner syndrome is another autosomal dominant syndrome. In Gardner syndrome, we can remember Gardner syndrome by imagining a person who is sitting in a garden, and this person has multiple diseases. For example, this person has multiple polyps in the intestine. He is suffering from multiple adenomatous polyposis. Then there are multiple osteomas or bony tumors. These are multiple osteomas or bony tumors. Then there are epidermal cysts. Then there is bloody diarrhea. Then there are extra growth of the teeth. Extra teeth are present in the mouth of a person, and there is hyperpigmentation of the there is a hypertrophy of the pigmented epithelium of the retina. So these all conditions are present in a person who is suffering from Gardner syndrome. Now the third syndrome is Turcot syndrome. We can in case of Turcot syndrome, the person has multiple polyps. He has medulloblastomas, hypertrophy of retinal pigmented epithelium, and glioblastomas. We can remember Turcot syndrome by imagining a person who is wearing a turban and closing his or her eyes. For example, here we can see a girl who is wearing a turban. As turban is on the head, so there is disease associated with the head. For example, there is medulloblastomas and glioblastomas. Then she is covering her eye, so there is hypertrophy of the retinal pigmented epithelium. So in this way we can remember these three syndromes which are associated with familial adenomatous polyposis. Sometimes polyposis also occurs other than familial adenomatous polyposis. That it means that there are certain other diseases in which a person can develop multiple polyps and he is not suffering from familial adenomatous polyposis. One of the diseases is an autosomal recessive disorder which occurs due to mutation in a gene called MYH gene. Similarly, if mutations are present in KRAS gene, then it can also result in formation of multiple polyps which are serrated polyps. So this is all about adenomatous polyposis. Thank you.